Hey Aries, okay, how are you guys? Welcome in and let's see what's going on for you this mid part of August. So we got more full moons, we've got Lionsgate, we've got major transformations, and yeah, let's see what's going on the other side. All right, Universe, Angel, Spirit Guides, what's going on here for my Aries? What's the situation second to third week of August, please? Right around the Lion's Gate, as they call it. Death, yeah. Right on par with what I was just talking about. See, at the bottom of the deck is Judgment. You need to make a judgment call. There's a reason why in this picture you see these little bodies coming out of caskets. These are the skeletons in your closet. These are the things that you have not put to bed or to rest. These are the things that you have left in your subconscious to rot. They're coming to the surface. It's not your fault. You can't help it. It's going to happen. So let it happen, because Chiron, which is going retro in your planet, won't let you any other way, because they're telling you you've been suffering and hurting from this shit, and it's been affecting your relationships and just the way that you are in general when it comes to, work or your career, or how you follow suit in life when it comes to any situation. See, the reason I'm telling you all this stuff is because Death and Six of Pentacles came out. Death is talking about that transformation. We always talk about how death, yes, it's an ending. Yes, something is done. But we never really highlight so much about the transformative part, right? Because this is really about you. This is the part of you that's no longer taking breadcrumbs in your life. People are constantly begging you for shit, and it feels like you're constantly begging others for shit in different kind of ways. It's like, and a lot of people who have like a hero complex sometimes always want to be that type of person that's helpful and wants to help people, and they forget their own personal boundaries. Well, that's the part of you that's dying. Your boundaries are coming to life. They're being resurrected here with Judgment. Now, that is the spiritual part of this read, but let's just get into the details of how might be a nuanced thing for you as far as your situation. The breadcrumbing is done. That's as simple as it gets. The begging thing is done. It's transforming. It's either getting better for some of you and you're fixing your shit and you're moving on to something that's bigger and better, or not at all. You have to understand, Aries, right now, the universe is taking out the trash. They're like, listen, you can come and flow with us and help us take out the trash, or we're just going to take it from you because you're not getting it. I'm not saying you, Aries, you're not getting it. It's what the universe is telling all of us as a collective. They're saying, listen, if you're not going to get it, it's going to hurt. Now, give me a second here, because we spoke about me asking for your birthdays the last reading. I needed to know which decan you were. In every sign, there are 3 decans, meaning that you're all born 10 degrees apart from each other, and you're influenced by the surrounding planets because the planets shift when you are born. Long story short, it's what I suspected it was. You, the main character, was the first decan, and lo and behold, 70% of you were from the first decan that tuned in and the reading resonated. Now, the fringe others, the second and the third decans, the other Aries born from the April 1st to the end of April, or the end of your sign, April, basically you are the ones that have not let go of the transformation, that you have not let the transition happen easily for you. You kind of held in there. You kind of hung on. You kind of started questioning things. The first decan, they're the last of the group. They're the last of the Aries that really needs to go through the transition, the transformation. And there it is again. And those of you, now it's going to be mixed. I'm pretty sure it's going to be every Aries, but we'll see. It's asking you, this is it. The portal closes on the 11th. You're done. You got to change. And if you don't change, you're going to get a lot more of karmic lessons, a lot more of the same shitty relationships, and a lot more of those shitty jobs, and a lot more getting treated like crap and walked all over. All right, let's continue. And this is why it's coming to your face right now, Judgment. It's not just this one relationship it could be just one situation right now for you, and it's a relationship. Others of you, it's your career or your job. But if you don't start changing into that thing that you want to become, your happy ever after, no matter how hard it looks, the universe is going to force you to just try. Just try. All right. Now, that's why they're begging you, keep busting your ass until mid-September. You will see the results thereafter. What's coming in towards Aries, please? What's coming in towards them? You've been feeling the pressure. I know you have. There's no way you haven't. But this is the culmination. This is like getting to the finish line right now. Look at this, 9 of Cups. I just told you about your wish fulfillment, right? The Empress. This is knowing your worth and your value. Knowing that you could do whatever you want. You could bring anything into this world and make it yours. Ace of Wands. This is a passionate new beginning or a passionate new project. For an Aries, that's everything because you speak passion. You speak fire, and this is a wand, and it's also action-oriented. The Hierophant, taking traditional measures, doing it the typical way, going down the right path, taking classes to get a degree, courting somebody and dating somebody to get engaged or married. You get it. What's at the bottom of the deck? The 7 of Pentacles in reverse. All right. For all intents and purposes, aces are brand new opportunities. What you make of them is what you will. It looks like, Aries, to me, you're sitting there looking at yourself and saying, I know my worth and my value. I really do need to go towards my wish fulfillment. I want a passionate new beginning, and I want a solid relationship. Others of you, this could be in regards to some sort of marriage or commitment, and a lot of you, I don't know if you're stepping out. Ace of Wands, 9 of Cups. There's that. Some of you guys are stepping out of a marriage because you're saying to yourself, I'm going to plant this seed somewhere else because I'm tired over here. All right, let me see what else is happening here for you. So that's incredibly specific for some of you. Some of you are ending something that you've been breadcrumbing or has been breadcrumbed to you. You're starting a passion in your beginning because you are following your desire. And you're just looking at yourself as a little bit more, like you wanting more for yourself. What is it that Aries doesn't see coming their way? You're trying to do the traditional thing. I think you're trying to is the key word. Others of you are just stepping out of a marriage and you're going elsewhere because it felt like you weren't getting enough where you were, or a commitment. You're stepping out of a commitment. This is a lot of cards. All right, Temperance, trying to find peace, balance, your center, being patient. 5 of Cups, feeling guilt and regret. Sending out an invitation to talk heart to heart. There's an ending and a betrayal. Okay, now I'm going to speak to you guys as if you're doing this, Aries. Some of you guys feel bad and you feel guilty because you are leaving a marriage. You are leaving a commitment. You are leaving a job. You basically feel like you're leaving something you thought you were, well, yeah, you thought you were loyal to, or you owed some loyalty to something or someone, with an ending and a betrayal and feeling bad about it. And you're trying to talk to them heart to heart to bring back the balance. We'll see when I clarify. But you know it's a burden, and you know it's exhausting, and you know it's something you're responsible for and that you have to take care of it. Others of you, this is you busting your ass, hard at work, trying to deliver or make something happen for yourselves, wish fulfillment. And this is mostly for career-oriented people. All right. What's the advice here from my Aries? Eight of Cups and the King of Wands. All right. There's a King of Wands here, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This will be fascinating for me when I clarify, because it's saying to walk away from this person, even though they're available to you. Others of you, it's saying, well, this person's available to you, but if you're not emotionally happy or satisfied, it's time to leave. It's time to go, because you're dragging it on. What is the outcome of the week? That could be a fire sign like yourselves. They don't have to be. They're just charming, attractive, and I don't know. Very charismatic, passionate. More passionate than charismatic. You feel very stuck. A lot of you feel stuck because you're carrying on casually here with someone or something. This is hot to trot, but you keep trotting away after the fact. But you're trying to heal from something or someone. There's a solid new start coming in. This is interesting. I get it. It's going to be a bittersweet moment for you, Aries. A lot of you are, losing a big part of you, but you're also gaining another. But it's forcing you to realize what it is that you're sacrificing. Is it worth the sacrifice? So it's like that. Think about it. All right, let's continue. We're going to clarify. I have officially started TikTok, so if you want more Aries readings, there's a few there as well. They're short and sweet. But with that said, I find them to be a different audience from YouTube, interestingly enough. Okay, what is Death and Six of Pentacles? So it might not resonate with you over there as it might over here, is my point. Okay, the Hierophant, marriage commitment. Some of you, it's a marriage that's falling apart, or a commitment that's falling apart. I think that right now, Aries, you guys are so headstrong and so committed to what I think you want to do, right? Because the Chariot, Cancer energy, is at the bottom of the deck. I think you are single focused on this one agenda. And it doesn't look like anything's going to stop you. You feel bad about it, but you're also looking out into your future. It's like a part of you that you feel like you need to do or see through. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe some of you aren't done with your karmic lessons, or some of you are done. And now this is you realizing, waking up that, this isn't for you. Now, what is the Ace of Wands, Nine of Cups? Hierophant again. And the Empress. Yeah, I don't know who you're having a passion new beginning with, because you definitely desire them. You definitely have wish fulfillment. I mean, I know the other person feels the same way about you too. Two of Cups. One is yours, one is theirs. You feel like soulmates, regardless of what they tell you, okay? Because maybe they're not saying anything to you. So if you're two people who are mirroring each other and you're not saying the I love yous to one another, make no mistake, they do like you a lot. They feel the same way you do. So there's a good chance that if you said I love you, they would probably say it back. This is somebody you desire. However, I don't know if this is outside your marriage, or this is leading to a commitment for some of you. So this is what I was seeing before, that I don't know if this is happening for you. Some of you, very few of you, could be having a shotgun wedding here, okay? Because this right here looks like pregnancy, new beginning, marriage. It's like insta family there for a lot of you. And that's wish fulfillment. It's like insta marriage, insta family, because somebody got pregnant. Others of you are leaving one. That's what we're talking about with the transitioning. That's what I was talking about with death. One thing is dying, and another one is being bred and born. Born and bred. Said it backwards. Yeah, my friends, look at you. Drinking your own cup, having some sunshine behind you. Enjoying life a little. All right, let's continue. What is this? Ten of Swords, Five of Cups. And a lot of you are leaving one situation and going to another. And you feel bad about it. Yeah, now I'm starting to feel like this is a bunch of different Aries. Doesn't matter your deacon. Page of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. The first thought that came to my mind was that this is like some of you, your first and foremost thought is like, oh wait, I gotta stabilize. Those of you who do have kids. You're like, I have to stabilize and ground myself for my children. Even though you feel bad about this divorce or separation or whatever, you're trying to find some healthy balance here. That's why you have Temperance. Others of you, you're just really looking for your stability within something, within a relationship, your job, your career, whatever, and you're sort of stalking, trying to get more information. It's like, when I say stalking, guys, I mean like you go on the internet to look for a job. You're stalking. Or, you know, you want to study something, but you're not exactly sure. You go and you get more information. You stalk. Your ex breaks up with you, or you break up with somebody. You want to know that they're okay. You start stalking. You get it. Yeah, there's definitely two people here. Because here's my, King of Swords, and then I have a King of Fire. My point is there's two energies. Both here for you, interestingly enough. Somebody here, though, is holding on to you. Not letting go of the ending. Eight of Cups. King of Wands. Who are you leaving behind? Or you should. It's saying you have to leave something or someone behind that's not emotionally satisfying for you. Nine of Wands, Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. Listen, it looks like you're very vulnerable right now, Aries, and maybe even just a little bit guarded, right? And because of this reason, you need to be careful with your judgment-making, period, because the Queen of Swords in your advice position here is telling me you might be a little bit irrational with something, or you might not be thinking clearly. Others of you, maybe somebody might have dumped you or broke up with you or whatever. Because when I see this, one king and one queen, one up, one down, it's a breakup, right? But in the advice, it's telling you, why aren't you walking away from something that's not making you happy, or somebody who kind of isn't showing you the way, right? It's leaving you emotionally guarded with boundaries, and that's not doing you any good. So it's telling you, you really do need to walk away from the thing that doesn't emotionally support you. And be careful, because as you're making these decisions, if you are taking on the energy of the Queen of Swords in reverse, I'll be honest with you, she's a bitch. She nasty. She ain't hearing shit. She's got the sword and she's just lashing out. She, being you, male or female. She'd be lashing out. She'd be like, don't come near me. I'm going to shank you. I'm in that kind of mood. I'm just kidding, but maybe not. Saying like, Aries, you kind of cool your jets, collect yourself. Don't come from a place of anger when you're making a decision, or when you not being rational. And like sometimes, like when I'm doing private readings, people want me to give them a reading like that day or something had happened. And that's not usually how it works. That's why it's a great thing when I do a reading for somebody, a private one, I wait 48 to 72 hours regardless, because energies fluctuate and they change. Because then you're at a calmer place where you can rationalize and think about these things and the decisions you're about to make. That's what it's kind of telling you in your advice position. You really need to rationalize something and realize that, this thing that's not emotionally supporting you, you really kind of got to leave it behind, because you're going to get stuck, or you're not going to make life decisions, or you're just going to be unhappy until you figure it out. Sometimes it means taking a step back before we take 2 steps forward. Even if that means we're going to crash and burn or make a big mistake, maybe that's what you need. It's like that rich kid who has everything. Nothing makes them happy because they've done it all and they have everything and they're just constantly bored. Well, if they had bad shit happen to them, they would appreciate the good shit. I'm not saying bad shit doesn't happen to rich people, but it's the best analogy I could come up with right now on the fly. The Hangman in reverse. All right, for those of you who are into the extended reading, for those who are not members, I now have a second platform. The link is down below. It will be the first link, okay? And you could buy single purchase extended readings. The second link is the one for the members. So if you're a member, go ahead and do that. This past week, I added a bunch of extended videos for some other signs. If you're interested, that's also part of the members. It won't always be like that, though. But this week, I just started doing it, so I am opening all of those videos to the members. Everybody else who just wants a single purchase, there's that link down below. It's the big one. All right, Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, which is you. But you're also stuck trying to see something from a different perspective, but you're not seeing it. You're getting utterly stuck. These Six of Pentacles, it's the massive breadcrumbing card in the worst kind of way. You really kind of need to boss up right now. And I think you are anyway, because this is not in your advice. This is like at the back of the deck with your outcome, where you're going to start weighing your pros and cons. And then justice does come in for some of you. Others of you, this is court. It's a fair, balanced, honest decision for all parties involved. You kind of get curious about this person. Interesting. And then things start moving along for you. It's going to take a minute for you. Those of you who are transitioning out of something old, going into something new, it's going to take a minute. All right. Others of you have already started this process a month ago, and those are probably the other deacons. But let's continue. Let's see what's going on here for love. Also, those of you who go to the extended, we clarify these with tarot. We deep dive because we want to know what the universes or our oracles are trying to say to us. You know, it's not like I just throw them out. I'm like, there's reasons. I want to know why the oracles feel the way they feel for you, don't you? Or the way they think, Aries. Aries, please. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit and fun to shine. All right, we'll see why it's talking about this. Some of you, it could be to, I don't know, re-energize an old relationship. Others of you, it's to, not forget who you are in a new relationship. Okay? We'll see when we clarify. What's at the bottom of the deck? This could be the one. We'll see. We'll throw down maybe another card in the extended. See how I feel. All right. What else do we want to do? I think that's it this week. I think you guys are good. I think I want to hear your comments because I love them all. And yeah, I'll see everybody in the next one. Members,